what's up, students? Hey, Matt and Tim here hanging out with you guys. The first ever edition of YouTube Live. Now, I know what you're thinking. We're sitting too close, but we're prepared. It's going to be just fine. It's going to be just fine. We got Lysol wipes sitting here with us.
I didn't get enough. Can I have some of yours?
I have a cut on the back of my hand that's now on fire. But hey, we're excited that you guys are with us tonight. I know there were some technical issues, so thanks for hanging with us. But we've got Tim here. We've got Keely over here as well. She is moderating, so if you guys are on YouTube, you get to hang out with Keely tonight. She'll be interacting with you guys on there.
Lucky you.
There you go. Keely's excited that you're here. Hey, we know that all this stuff with the coronavirus is crazy, but man, we're so excited to be with you guys tonight. Tim and I have been texting back and forth every time we hang out with you guys, just how much we miss seeing you, and glad we get to have this opportunity tonight. So, Tim, what is one thing you have learned from the coronavirus?
So much science, and to not watch the news all the time. I've also learned that I miss all your faces. And it's good to be seeing you, even though we're only seeing you digitally. But, you know, it's in our minds. Hold on, let me picture all of your beautiful faces.
All I have is your face. It's weird.
Okay, I did it. I pictured all your
there you
faces,
go.
and now I'm happy to see all of you.
Hey, a couple things for you guys here tonight. Obviously, this is going to be kind of our reality for a little while. If you are not plugged into our text message system, please do that. It's pretty simple to do. You can text The Gathering. What is it, Caitlin? I can't remember what it is. The Gathering, let's see. There we go. Be our guest to 97,000, and we'll get you plugged in with all the communication. We're going to send out links to you guys for small groups, all that stuff. That'll get you all the info. And then if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, that's where you are right now. So
Smash that subscribe button. Sorry, that was probably really loud.
a little excited about that, aren't you? It'll actually notify you each week when we go live. So click the subscribe and then click the bell. I think it's a bell, right? Bell?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a
Sure.
bell. It's a
Figure
bell.
it out. I think it's a bell, and you'll get notified each week. So we want to start tonight just like we do every week. We play a game. So we're going to play a game. Here's how this is going to work. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to put some stuff up on the screen. You're going to get to see it, and then the first person to comment to Keely on our YouTube channel will actually win the round. There's 10 rounds. The person who gets the most round victories will get a $10 Chipotle gift card, and Keely is ready to keep score. So
So you
Can't
better
dine
be
in,
quick.
though.
you better not mess around.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not messing around.
don't play.
They better not mess around.
If you don't answer, Keely gets the gift card, and she gets to go to Chipotle.
Carry out only.
So I should block all their comments is what you're saying.
Yeah, get your app ready, get your order submitted, and prepared to go. So the game tonight is called 3-Year-Old Pictionary. Now, how old's Caroline?
3 years old.
We should have Caroline.
She drew
do
these,
we,
actually.
We actually had Caroline. She drew these.
She doesn't have time. She's too busy sleeping. So
Whatever other things Caroline is doing. So the way this works is we're going to put up a picture that a 3-year-old drew, and we're going to ask you what you think it is. There'll be 3 options, A, B, C. It's pretty simple. Comment, person with the most comments or most correct comments gets to go to Chipotle, carry out, maybe Grubhub. I don't know, whatever you do. So let's do the first one. The first one is, what is this? Okay. Is this a vampire, an angry cow, or I don't even know, what is that, Tim?
What is C?
Caletheus, Sunstrider, Master of the Burning Legion.
that's my neighbor, actually.
That's your name. Cool.
He lives
So,
2 doors down.
we're going to give you about 10 seconds. 9, 8. This would be the good time for that
Oh, yeah,
Jeopardy.
absolutely.
You got the Jeopardy?
Hold on, yeah,
Tim's going
I
to
sure
cue this
do.
up for us. Ooh, that's not the Jeopardy tune, but okay.
It's not, nope.
All right, what do we got? What's our answer? It is
It's
a
a
vampire.
vampire.
Obviously, I mean,
Look
That-
at the
that's
hands.
the
Look at
hands.
the hands. It gives it away,
As
guys.
Keely says, the hands give it
Are
away.
those
I don't
hands?
know. Is the vampire getting stabbed in the neck? I'm not sure. Okay, next one. All right. Well, is this a crow looking for trash to eat, a T-Rex with abnormal stick-like growths on his snout, or a yawning deer? Do deer yawn?
Kind of looks like a peep. Kind of looks like a
It
peep.
looks like an upside-down peep to me. That's
Deer get sleepy.
Deer
be sleepy.
Do
So
they yawn? I know they sleep, but I don't know. All right, what's our answer? We got a crow looking for trash. I mean, Are your trash cans upside down? Mine are mine.
Yes, because I
feel
have
like-
Deffenbaugh,
I feel like-
not a sponsor.
All right, let's go to Deffenbaugh, not a sponsor. Let's go to the next one. All right, a zombie rabbit, a happy bat. I can't see the smile if there's a smile there, or just this is you, Daddy. Did Caroline? Is this you?
No, I don't have ears like that. Mine are very small. So
And on the top of your
probably
head.
not me.
This thing doesn't have hair though, so that's
Yeah, it's a
that
possibility.
could be a thing.
That's a possibility.
All right, what do we got? What's a happy bat note? I don't see a smile. It looks like angry elf. Maybe it's a South Pole bat.
He's self-conscious.
Okay, all right. Let's go to the next one. All right, a three-horned goat.
Sign of the apocalypse. Good.
That is in Revelation 7, I believe. Grown dark lizard king of the north.
Sign of the apocalypse.
If you know what these are, please tell Keely because I don't know. Or a dancing gecko trying to sell you insurance. I don't know.
Sign of the apocalypse.
I think I'm going three-horned goat.
I think it's a dancing gecko, personally.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's find out. Dance nice mid jig. I need the motion lines. You know, like he's moving.
Well, that's 4-year-old dictionary.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. Next one. Keely, how are we doing over there?
They're quick.
I like it. I like it. This is a friendly centipede. I didn't know there were angry centipedes. Excuse me. I got corona. All right. You should probably move away, Tim. A
Put some
superhero
hand
cat.
sanitizer on, please, after that.
What's
Corona.
that?
After that Corona little hint, put some hand sanitizer on.
All right, that's a good call. Okay, more hand sanitizer. A superhero cat fighting bad guys. I keep forgetting I have a scab on the back of my hand. The coronavirus strain. Wow, this. You watch science, Tim. Is that what the coronavirus strain looks like?
That's exactly what it looks like.
Okay, all right. So Tim's going with coronavirus strain. All right, what's the actual answer? A superhero cat fighting bad guys, arms or fur, #art.
We're the bad guys.
You know, that's the great thing about you call something art, it's subjective.
Yeah,
It's
right.
your call. You don't have, it doesn't matter. All right, let's go to the next one. All right.
A dragon who's also fighting.
Who's Peter, and what does he have to do with a dactyl?
A Petrodactyl, that's my final answer.
Peter O'Dactyl, a dragon who's also a fireman.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a possibility.
that's job security.
A rabbit relaxing in a hammock. I do see there's something blue up here in the corner. I don't know.
I think I'm going to go with Pterodactyl.
That's a Peter
Peter
O'Dactyl.
O'Dactyl.
Pterodactyl. All right, what's the answer? A dragon who's.
man.
I love that they don't even know. Like they've been, the #art. They just put the emoji in there. It's like I have no clue. All right, next one. Some sort of quail, Bob White or regular type quail. I don't know. A T-Rex named Scott. I don't see a name tag on him, or just a plain old duck. It looks like a plain old duck.
It looks
to
like
me.
that looks like all the ducks I've ever seen. Just plain old ducks.
3-year-old who knew? All right, what's our answer?
Oh,
Just
man.
a plain old duck.
Someone
Quack.
said a
Same quack,
self-portrait
just
of
living-
Matt.
just living his
He's
life.
Just out here quacking, just quacking his day away. All right, next one. A teenage mutant ninja turtle drinking a smoothie. What's that new smoothie place that everybody's all excited about? Tyler Howland posts about it like every day.
Smoothie King.
No, that's not it. It's Tyler, if you're on here.
Chipotle if you have a blender.
McDonald's with a Happy Meal. Mommy drinking her coffee. Mom looks angry. What did you make her
That's
mad?
not coffee.
Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 3. That's not coffee.
What's mommy drinking to get through quarantine?
Okay, all right, too far. Too far. It's a kid show.
That new
it's a
smoothie
family.
place.
It's a family environment. All right. We got the G rating on the TV.
Oh,
when
sorry.
so let's keep it
Been
that way. All right.
demonetized.
Next, what's the answer? Tom
Cruise.
in Mission, but wasn't he like?
He's so short. That's what should have been the giveaway.
Oh, that's a good call. I mean, it's a kids movie, right? PG-13. Well, there goes. We got no chance
Yeah,
at kid-friendly anymore. We will be TV-14 next week.
Sorry.
So sorry about that. Next one. All right. The sun blasting rays of death on unsuspecting beachgoers. That could be the spring breakers from Florida when they broke quarantine. B, a creepy octopus giving a hug. Interesting. Or just C, Spider-Man. This one looks pretty obvious to me. I mean, I'm going to be honest.
It does. Sun blasting rays of death
Yeah,
on
I think
unsuspecting
this poor
beachgoers.
guy And just this, like, spaghetti-looking thing that's going to hit him.
death.
All right, what do we got? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Climate change is real. I'm not sure I can buy it.
It's not good controversial.
The kids are like, I'm out of here. I'm done. Climate change. All right, next one. A king holding hands with his best friend who's a bee. That's one big bee.
A bee.
That's a big bee. It's like Braden-sized bee.
A
big
old
bee.
bee.
Big
Big
old,
bee.
big old, big
All right. An alien taking a guy to be probed. We have, who picked this
We're
game?
off the rails, and it's only been 5 minutes.
A huge fly whacking a man with a fly swatter. It kind of does look like a fly to me. Got like a
I'm gonna say King holding hands with Braden, the bee.
king holding hands with Braden. All right, let's go with that. Oh, we were both wrong. An alien taking.
Yikes! Yikes!
Who
indeed.
picks these for kids? It's like, hey, I know what a good
Yikes,
category would be.
indeed.
Pictionary.
They come up with it on their own.
Yeah, yikes. All right. President Donald Trump giving a speech about how great his ships are. A Yeti singing opera. Okay. Batman with a beard. That's more like a goatee or a Fu Manchu.
Well,
or
that's
something.
Is
that like 14-year-old
CDC
Batman?
appropriate.
Oh,
facial
that's a
hair.
good call. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're coronavirus.
Yeah,
compliant.
Batman would follow the rules.
I agree. All right. What do we got?
Batman with a
Batman
beard.
with a beard. Nice work, Tim. And he's in.
Well done, Batman.
CDC is proud of you. And that is our game. So Keely's going to total up. I don't feel like that's necessary.
It was.
Keely's going to total it up, and we'll announce our $10 gift card winner at the end of the show. Tim, I'm excited about what's coming next. I don't think you're going to be
I'm
as
glad
excited
one of us
as
is.
I am. So in this package, you guys know Easter's coming up, and one of our favorite Easter snacks, at least one of mine, is Peeps. Not really, I think they're weird. But you might not know this, but there are multiple flavors of Peeps. And one of the things I really appreciate about Tim is his diet. He eats like a 3-year-old and looks like he's still 3. He's got the, what's the word I'm looking for? The metabolism of a 3-year-old.
That's the one.
Yeah, he eats pizza rolls and Cheetos all the time, and Cheerios.
And Cheerios,
yeah,
too.
I mean that's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
So we've got 5 different Peeps in here, and one of the things I also appreciate about Tim is never shy to share his opinion. So we thought we would blindfold Tim, have him try a couple of these Peeps, and see if he can guess what flavors there are. You up for this?
Can I share my opinion?
Sure.
I hate this idea, but let's do it.
Well, we're going to blindfold you, so
good.
yeah. I did not, a prepared host would have pre-rolled.
Did you
the
sanitize this?
I can run it through the hand
Burns
sanitizer
your
real
eyes.
quick. Might burn a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you tie it though. I'm
Okay.
gonna trust you're a man of intense character, so I'm gonna trust that.
Well, this is too small for my already small head. But this is why I wear a hat. We'll stuff it
This is
right
what
in
happens
there.
when you get the bandanas from the kids ministry.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
That's
Yeah.
that's what happens. So,
All right.
you good?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay, perfect.
I'm terrified.
As you should be.
Let's do it.
As you oh Lord, I just dropped a bunch of Peeps. Okay.
Oh, hold on. I want this to look real and good. Is this good?
I
We
get-
good?
we-
How
get
many
some-
fingers are we holding up? Are you cheating?
I could get some duct tape. We
I
could
can't-
like tie your hands behind your
I
back
can't
if
see
you want us
anything.
to. Like just look
That's
like.
gonna make this game a lot
Okay.
weirder.
All right, so here's our first flavor. Tim, we're starting you nice. We're starting you gently. I have freshly hand sanitized hands.
I was gonna
so,
say, is this gonna taste like Purell?
well, it's possible. So let's.
I'm gonna feel it.
That's it. They all feel the same, buddy.
Oh, okay.
They're,
It
they're all
feels-
they're all the same. Peep coming at you. It's a 3D show. Oh, Jake is in the back screaming at me currently.
This tastes like a marshmallow.
Well, they're all marshmallows.
Is it caramel?
It is. Is it caramel?
Caramel?
No, that is actually party cake.
No.
Yep, wouldn't have guessed it. would
That
you?
was the worst party I've ever been to. I would recommend shutting down gatherings of those Peeps
And
or
he's
more.
been to the birthday party of a 2-year-old, and that Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah,
is
better cake.
All right, you ready? Next one.
Man.
Here you go. Nope. Oh, sorry.
Oh, man.
You have your water if you need to clear the palate.
Okay, well I can't
Okay.
see it.
I'm gonna try one of these too.
It is ear. Chocolate.
Oh, I didn't say. Sorry, students.
Somebody said
it-
Peeps and Kit Kats on the bus this summer. for
It
Move.
it tastes like chocolate to me.
Judges?
Am I getting am I
Okay, we're gonna give it to you.
Chocolate? Okay.
Chocolate pudding. You were,
Oh,
you were, you were in the ballpark.
Sure, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, pudding's just the consistency, right? So.
Yep. All right. Next one.
You know I gotta sing after this,
Oh
right?
gosh. Yeah, you gotta sing. You have such a beautiful voice, though. I'm sure you can overcome. Micah, you want to bite?
We'll see what this
There you
tastes
go.
like.
Sure.
Nope.
Keely?
Nope. Absolutely.
My hands
not.
are sanitized.
Absolutely not.
You know how
Oh.
smell is 80% taste?
Uh-huh.
Or taste is 80% smell?
Hmm?
This tastes like Purell. Because my hands are so overly Purell.
You can grab one for yourself if you want.
Hold on.
Oh, it's your hands, not
Oh,
mine.
no,
Okay.
Could you feed me?
Baby bird style? Too far?
I'll be honest, this doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like sugar. I don't know.
Well,
know.
you're close with sugar. I'll give you that hint.
Sugar cookie?
Ooh.
Sugar.
Cotton candy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cotton
No, I got. I see.
Yeah, that's like, heated sugar.
Swirled
Swirled
sugar.
sugar.
Dang it.
All right. We're going to take it up a notch.
Do I get a Chipotle gift card if I get some of these?
You're not doing so hot. I was going to give you one if you got like two, so.
Well,
here you go.
two to go.
There
I've
you go.
got.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, this is a.
Well, you just, here. I got you.
Whoa.
I'm trying to avoid the Purell.
I don't care. It's
Okay.
fine. It's good for me. This is
Decadent.
crunchy on the
Bro,
bottom.
these were the expensive ones. I spent like $73 on these.
Ooh.
This is.
I already know what this is, but
do you?
I'm gonna, yeah, I'll
Okay.
take a bite anyway.
Let's see.
Guess we'll find out.
For the lulz,
For the, for the ha-has.
for the ha-has, and for you, students, wherever you are. This is mint chocolate.
Oh,
He
Mr.
knew that though,
Confidence
right? He knew it.
is incorrect. It is coconut chocolate.
Oh, I taste mint.
Close. But not
Oh, the
close
coconut's
enough.
coming through now.
There it is. You
Ugh.
said, wait a minute. It's the aftertaste.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now.
All right. This is our final one, and I've saved my personal favorite.
Oh my gosh, I can
For-
smell it already. Whatever it is, I can smell it. It smells like suntan lotion. Or was that the coconut one?
It could be the Purell, and I've been wiping them down with Lysol wipes too, just to throw you off.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Last one.
Okay.
Then you can go sing.
I'm
then you can go
scared.
sing pretty. Micah?
Bro, what
Okay.
in the?
Oh gosh.
5
Hang
second
on.
roll.
Terrible throw.
Micah, no.
I don't want to. I don't want to do this.
I let Jake sample this one earlier, and he said it was terrible.
I still have like. Hold
Oh,
on. I still,
yeah,
hold
that's
on.
awful.
Where's my water?
Yeah, right there. You got it.
I got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's saying that if you microwave the peeps, they're 10 times better. So they say.
how long, though?
Hey, students, on my opinion, for whatever that's worth, I would not purchase that peep.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm ready.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's not good. I'm thinking about like drinking Purell now just to get the taste out of my mouth.
It's really sour.
You got half of it right.
Sour apple?
Oh, so close.
Hold on. Can I have another? Hold on.
Yeah.
Sour cherry.
One more time. Third
Is
time's
it a
charm.
fruit? Is
It
it
is.
sour?
It
It's
is
a sour
fruit. It is, in my opinion, the most overrated fruit in all of humanity.
Yes.
God, dude, it's just sour. It's just sour.
Think deep. You got it.
Think.
On
What's
a
a
hot
hint?
summer day, what's the first
Ugh.
fruit you go to?
Lemonade. Watermelon. Sour
Watermelon. There it is.
That was horrible.
Yeah. Well, you
Also-
know.
That just tasted sour.
Well,
Those are,
yeah, that
those are
was-
stupid looking.
Do not. What was your favorite?
When this game was over.
Okay.
5 minutes ago when I didn't have those flavors in my mouth.
Yeah.
No, actually, the coconut chocolate one was not bad.
Okay. So, also not a sponsor, CVS sells these. Walgreens might. Are we going to get kicked off YouTube for announcing businesses that are not sponsors?
No free
We're
ads.
giving them
No
business.
free
Yeah,
ads.
well, you're welcome,
You can't
Walgreens
go-
and CVS.
They're not open, but you can
Well.
go there when they're open.
All right, we're going to let Tim go. He's going to go.
I'm gonna go puke. See you
Yeah, he's
later.
going to go clean those magical pipes of his. And I want to give you guys a quick update. I've had a lot of you guys reach out and ask some questions concerning Mix and Move. So here's what I know as of today. Obviously, the coronavirus and all this stuff that's going on is causing us to postpone a lot of things, cancel some things. And so at this point, the best thing I can tell you guys about camp is I don't know. What I know from CIY is everything that they can do to make this happen, they're going to make this happen. And if camp is happening, we will be there. So here's what I can tell you. I've had parents reach out and ask me questions. If you guys sign up, and we've extended the registration deadline to the end of April now, so it's not the end of March, the end of April, just to give you guys a little bit more time. If for some reason we have to cancel, we get a full refund. So that's deposit and any payments your parents make. So if your parents are concerned or apprehensive about signing you guys up, I shouldn't eat those peeps, sorry. They don't need to be. They can get you guys signed up. If they want to wait, I totally understand that. But our goal is to make camp happen if at all possible. Basically, as soon as we get the okay from our government that we're good to start meeting again, we're going to start meeting again, and everything is going to go right back to normal. So hang with us on that. Hopefully, we'll have an incredible summer with camp. Mix and Move are still my favorite weeks of the year, so looking forward to that. So with that, Tim's going to be with us in a different capacity, but Tim's going to lead us in some worship just to spend some time focusing our minds and hearts on Jesus tonight as we get started. So I hope you guys enjoy this.
As we spend time worshiping, let's just, maybe you're at home, maybe you're in your room, listen on your phone, watch it on the computer. Let me just encourage you to take this time to let God begin to speak to you through this. I've noticed that in moments throughout the last week, when I've actually engaged in worship, when I've thrown on a Spotify playlist or a YouTube video, two things happen. One thing, I begin to be comforted by the words, and but another thing is I find myself in a place where I kind of forget that these things are going on around me, and I remember who's actually in control and the things that actually matter. So I'm going to encourage you in this time that as we spend time worshiping, and maybe you're just by yourself and it feels kind of weird to sing. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe that's not your thing. But I encourage you to take a posture of worship, whether it's kind of getting by yourself or maybe it's taking a step outside, out on the deck or out on the porch, and just remembering who God is and that He's in control. And that he's got this, and He's got you, and that He loves you. And so we're going to worship through the things we're dealing with, and we're going to worship over the things that God wants us to. So let's worship together. Creation calls all to the Savior. We are alive for your praise in earth and sky. No one is higher. Our God of wonders you reign. Our God of wonders you reign. You are the Lord Almighty. I shine in all the stars in glory. Your love is like the wildest ocean. Oh, nothing else compares. You are the Lord Almighty. I shine in all the stars in glory. compares. Not to us, but to your name, we lift up our praise. Not to us, but to your name, we lift up our praise. Not to us, but to your name, we lift up our praise. Not to us, but to your name, we lift up our praise. You are the Lord Almighty, outshining all the stars in glory. Your love is like the wildest ocean. Oh, nothing else compares. You are the Lord Almighty, outshining all the stars in glory. Your love is like the wildest ocean. Oh, nothing else compares. You know, this song has been an important one, and I think in our student ministry. And I believe that now more than ever, that to be able to sing that God is a way maker is so valuable. So let's let these words just bring us to a place where we can worship a God that we know will bring us through something. To not just think about our current situation, but to think about where He's taking us and how He can work things out for His good. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, healing every heart. I worship you. I worship you. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you, and I worship you, Lord. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is is who you are. And that is who you are. 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 Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop, you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And that is who you are. 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 'Cause that is who you are. 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 Jesus, we believe it tonight. God, no matter where we are, God, if we're in this church building, if we're in our homes, we're in our cars, we're outside in nature, just taking in the beauty of who you are. God, we know that you can be in this place. God, we know that you can be here with us. And it may not be the apparent illness. It may not be the obvious symptoms of the things that are going on in this world, God. But for some of us, it's anxiety. For some of us, it's fear. For some of us, it's not being able to trust or to know the future. But God, I pray that we can speak and sing those words as a prayer. God, help me to know that you are the way maker, the miracle worker, the thing that the world needs now more than ever. And God, help me to be the light that is sent out into the world to proclaim that good news. That there is hope, God, that there is a mending of hearts. Jesus, we love you. Thank you for just the setup and the ability that even in this time, even when things are just absolutely upside down, that we still have a way to communicate and we still have a way to be together in spirit. Praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Well, hey, thanks, Tim, for leading us tonight, as you do so well all the time. Hey, while Tim was leading, maybe I shouldn't admit I did this, but I opened up my phone and saw the group me's and the Snapchats, and it honestly made me tear up a little bit. I just miss you guys. I love you guys. I don't like this. I'm thrilled that we have the opportunity to do this, but I don't like not being with you guys. So hopefully that'll be soon. We'll get to be back together and have the gathering return to normal. So, hey, tonight I want to introduce you to the greatest basketball player that has ever lived. And this is not my opinion. This is actually fact. Okay, this is actually my opinion. But I'm going to explain to you why this is my opinion. And no, his name is not LeBron. His name is not Kobe. His name is not Kawhi. It's not Steph. It's not the Greek Freak. That's not the guy's real name. But you know what I mean. It's not Kevin Durant. The guy that is the greatest basketball player to have ever lived is the guy that simply went by MJ. Michael Jordan, if you were anything like me and you grew up in the 90s, even if you didn't have an NBA team, you were a Chicago Bulls fan because of one guy, Michael Jordan. And here's why I believe that he's the greatest player that has ever walked the face of the earth. Michael Jordan had a determination to win and a hatred of losing unlike any player that we've ever seen. Kobe Bryant would probably be the closest. LeBron James, to me, is a phenomenal athlete, probably the greatest athlete that has ever lived. But Michael Jordan had that killer instinct to see past every obstacle that was in his way and overcome it and look for every opportunity. And I believe that came from very early on. In fact, years before he was a professional basketball player. I think that came from when he was a sophomore in high school. So you've probably heard of Michael Jordan. If you're not a basketball fan, you may not know a whole lot about him. But there's a defining moment in Michael's life that happened when he was a sophomore in high school. He was cut from his varsity basketball team. He went through tryouts and he didn't make it. And it was fascinating because years later, after all the accolades, the Hall of Fame, the 6 NBA championships, the MVPs, all the things, somebody asked him about it years ago, what it was like to be cut from his sophomore team. And here's the quote that he said. He said, "When I got cut from the varsity team as a sophomore in high school, I learned something. I knew I never wanted to feel that bad again. I never wanted to have that taste in my mouth, that hole in my stomach. So I set a goal of becoming a starter on varsity." And the next year, he would make the team as a varsity starter. He would go on to play at the University of North Carolina, win a national championship there, and then go on to the NBA and become, I think, what we can all agree is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Why? Because instead of seeing an obstacle, Michael Jordan saw an opportunity. And if we look at our world right now with this COVID-19, the coronavirus, all the stuff that's going on, we see a lot of obstacles. You know, just for you guys as teenagers, you see a lot of obstacles right now. You know, you can't go hang out with your friends. You can't go grab coffee with your friends or grab lunch with your friends. You can't leave your house for a lot of you. You can't go to school the way that you've always done it. It's hilarious to me how many of you guys are complaining about school this way and would do anything to go back to school the normal way. So many of you can't get away from your parents or siblings. You've been telling me how crazy they've been driving you. And some of you, you look at our world and you can't help but have some fear. And there's another group of you that are seniors. And you've watched in the blink of an eye everything you've worked for the last 12 years get pulled away from you. The fun things that are of prom and graduation, the competitions, the finality of everything that you've worked towards and everything that you've earned and everything you are so deserving of, and you've watched it just evaporate into nothing. And here's what I want you to know. Those obstacles are real. Don't let somebody tell you that they're fake or that you'll wait till you become an adult and you have some real problems. Those are real things. They hurt. But here's what I think we can get to tonight. And where I want us to go to tonight is to quit focusing on the obstacles and focus on the opportunities that I believe God is creating in front of us. And I believe if we can change our minds from the obstacles to the opportunities, it has the ability to change this season of our lives as we go through a difficult time, but it has the ability as well to change the perspective that we have on every stormy season that we have in our lives. Most of you guys know that I have a 17-month-old son now named Joshua. He is the coolest kid that has ever existed. But what you may not know about Joshua is I actually picked out the name Joshua about 10 years ago. Before Caitlin and I were even dating, I knew that if I had a son someday, his name would be Joshua. And the reason that was is because the Bible story about this guy named Joshua was fascinating to me. And if I can really kind of boil Joshua's story down into one thing, it's he saw the opportunities and didn't pay attention to the obstacles. You see, you guys more than likely know the story of Moses. Moses led God's people, the Israelites, away from slavery in Egypt. He led them through the desert for 40 years and then has this plan for them called the Promised Land, this plot of land that he has set aside for God's people to be a nation and to put down roots and to have a home. And so they get right to the point where they're getting ready to enter the Promised Land, and Moses wants to know what they're up against. See, the nation of Israel is massive, over 1 million people at this point. And they're getting ready to cross the sea, and he wants to know that, are we walking into something that we need to be prepared for? What do we need to do to be prepared? So Moses calls together 12 guys, and he says, hey, I'm going to send you into the promised land, and I want you to come back and give us a report so that we know what we're up against. And Joshua is one of those guys. So they go, and they're gone for 40 days, and they come back. And all 12 of them say, you know what, Moses, everything that God has told us about this land, it is true. In fact, it may be better than what God has told us it's going to be. It is incredible. It is the land that he set aside for us from the very beginning, as promised for all this time. And 10 of them have a but moment. They stop and go, it's incredible. It's unbelievable. But we ran into some people that we don't think we should deal with. See, the Bible tells us that they weren't into descendants of Goliath. Goliath is the giant in the Bible, the 9'9", over 500-pound trained warrior, somebody who learned how to be a warrior from a very early age. They say, we can't take that guy on. We can't take those people on. And these 10 guys turn the entire million-plus population of the nation of Israel against going into the promised land. And all these people start to cry, and they see all these obstacles that are placed in front of them. And they forget all the promises that God had made to them for years and years, and all the promises that God had fulfilled. And I think the danger in this season in your life is if you focus on all the obstacles, you'll forget all the promises. But Joshua doesn't see obstacles. Joshua sees opportunity. In Numbers chapter 14, Joshua gives an account. He steps up as all these people are freaking out, and he says this: 2 of the men who explored the land, Joshua and Caleb, tore their clothing. They said to all the people of Israel, the land we traveled through and explored is wonderful land. And if the Lord is pleased with us, he will bring us safely into that land and give it to us. It is a rich land flowing with milk and honey. Do not rebel against the Lord, and don't be afraid of the people of the land. They are only helpless prey to us. They have no protection, but the Lord is with us. Do not be afraid of them. You see, Joshua sees an opportunity. You see, Joshua knows that every promise that God has ever made to him has come true. And so he's believing that in the midst of all the chaos of this, that God is still good, he's still for them, and he's still got a plan that he is working out. And just like we talk about all the time, the God that has never failed us yet won't fail us now. And so when we face obstacles, we can face them seeing an opportunity. And Joshua has one other thing that he knows. He knows that wherever he goes, the most powerful force in the universe travels with him and walks with him and is there with him and believes in him and pushes him to be better. There's a verse that my wife and I have in our son Joshua's room that is a promise that God made, and I think one of the most incredible promises that God made and is still making to you today. Joshua 1:9 says, "This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God will go with you wherever you go." And we have a God that doesn't believe in obstacles. Sin was the biggest obstacle that separated us from God. And what did Jesus do? He goes, I see an opportunity. I'm going to sacrifice myself to make a way so that my people have a hope and they have a faith and they have something that they can cling to. So when we started this, I shared with you a bunch of different obstacles that you're facing right now. You can't hang out with your friends. You can't get out of your house. Your parents and siblings are driving you crazy. So how do we find opportunities in those? Well, I'll give you one example in when it comes to your parents and siblings. And this is probably the most difficult one, right? I had a younger sibling. If we'd have been quarantined together, I'd have probably had a lot of the same feelings about my sibling as you have about yours. But I think seeing the opportunity is the most important thing here. You see, because here's the truth. Relationships are going to come and go. The people you work with, the people you go to school with, the people you're on Instagram or Snapchat with, the people you date, those relationships are going to come and go. Some are going to last for the rest of your life, and some will just last a mere couple of months. But there's one group of people who will be with you wherever you go, at all times, in good times and in bad, and it's your family. And sure, it may look a little bit different at times, or your grandparents may not be with you your entire life, but your family will always be with you. So what's the opportunity and the obstacle? Your parents and your family are driving you crazy. What can you do? Well, you can be one who seizes the opportunity. And maybe tonight when you get done with your small groups here in just a little bit, and you, instead of running off to your room or locking your door and keeping away from your little brother, little sister, your older brother, your older sister, you could say, hey, let's go hang out. Let's go out to the front yard and throw the football around or shoot hoops. Let's go play video games together. Let's just spend time talking together. Or maybe tomorrow night when your family gets done with dinner and everything's kind of wrapping up for the night, instead of everybody kind of going to their own area of your house, you can grab a board game and say, hey, let's sit down and play. Let's have some fun. And in those moments, you have an opportunity. You have a unique opportunity in these times when you are forced to be with your family to create deep, meaningful, life-lasting relationships that can make a difference and change everything. And so what I would challenge you to do this week is, as you guys think and process this, maybe in your groups tonight, is to make a list of all the obstacles that you're seeing in front of you right now. And then maybe on the other side of that sheet of paper, write down all the opportunities that you have. You see, I believe one of the greatest things that's going to come out of this, I believe this is terrible, but I believe that God is working through this, and there's going to be incredible things that come out of it. I believe what we're starting to understand right now is how much we need face-to-face human interaction. And I believe that we know that social media is a great piece of that, but it can't be the only thing of that. So these are great opportunities that we have to maybe reset our minds and refocus on our minds on what is really important. But it only starts when we get away from the obstacles and look for the opportunities. Let's pray. Jesus, I'm so grateful for technology tonight, that we have the ability to connect, to talk, to be together, even though it's digital and it's not our favorite way. God, I thank you for these moments. I thank you for people that are around me tonight that are making this possible because they believe and love our students. God, I pray as we transition into a different style and we go to groups tonight, as we get on Zoom, that, God, we'll have great conversations and it can be an opportunity for us to connect with each other. But God, as we go from this moment and these times, can we look for the opportunities that you have placed for us for things to change? And may, in the moments when we face all the obstacles, can we be like Joshua and simply see the opportunities? God, we love you and praise your name. Amen. Tim's back. Hey, you've been somewhere. Can you?
You don't know where I've been.
That's why. Thank you. Please burn your hands. We have two things to announce before we send you on your way this evening. So, the first, hey, first of all, before I announce our game winners, some shout outs to some incredible people.
My hands are never going to dry.
That's not my problem. There's some incredible people that have made this happen tonight. Ryan and Jake, shout out to them. They're back in our control room. They're the ones doing all the camera stuff and making that happen. Micah, you can just pop out here and wave to your people. Micah, just wave to the people. There's Micah. Micah's back here. He's running camera for us. You've already seen Keely over here. And then my incredible wife, who is awesome and beautiful, guys, is way back in the sound booth. She's the one doing all this stuff that she does every week. So, and then my co-host Tim, who, I don't want to blow his head up, so he's fine. Next week, I think the CDC is going to shut this down next week. But two things to announce before we let you guys go off to your groups. The first thing is our winner of the 3-year-old Pictionary. There were a lot of folks that won, but unbelievably, Mason Williams, $25 gift or $10 gift card. Sorry,
Whoa,
not 25.
$25.
$10 gift card to Chipotle. Don't spend it all. You're probably going to spend it all in one place. So enjoy Chipotle on us. I'll email it to you. So be looking for that.
Good job, Mason.
Yeah, not anybody's surprised. And then last but not least, we did a little like and tag challenge on Monday, where if you liked and tagged a friend in our post, one thing I did really appreciate about Mason, did you see Mason like laying the law down with the people? Like if they broke the rules that I set out very clearly, he was like, Noah, read the rules. Braden, read the,
I
allow
didn't see that,
cheaters.
but I don't doubt it at all.
There's a reason everybody calls him dad.
He's the
He's
kid dad.
But he's more mature than I am.
Well,
And you. Let's be real. Let's be real. But we want to give that prize away. So we have put all of your names into a digital hat that I think is going to be on the screen here in uno momento. Jake is working on it. Okay, so you can buy all these things for $10.
That guacamole looks really good.
I know. I don't like
Mouth-watering.
guacamole. Just give me like the sauce over there. All right, we're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Let's see who's our champ. All the names. And stop. Sydney Goldsmith.
Goldsmith.
The seniors with the clean sweep tonight.
Mercy.
Just the clean sweep.
Hashtag rigged? No.
We would never.
They're the best.
We would never rig anything.
No way.
Ever. Never.
Not Family Feud.
No, we would never give 4 strikes to girls. Okay, and I just, there it is.
Can't
Okay, well,
Triggered.
hey, in just a minute, you guys are going to get a link to go to your small groups. You'll get it texted to you at 7:28, when I believe I have it scheduled. Hopefully your small group leaders have sent that out to you via GroupMe. But I hope you guys have an awesome conversation. It was awesome to hang out with you guys. Tim, any final words? Did I use all the words?
You used them all.
I used
Thanks
all the
for
words.
joining us. This was fun.
We'll see you guys next week, same time. Love you guys. Have an awesome week. Peeps for everybody.